Hello. Today I will be reflecting on the question of how I manage study and learning. So let's start back how I used to manage my study before I started university. When completing my senior studies at school, I feel that I did not have an effective method of managing my study. It was safe to say that I did not take my way of study very seriously, and as a result, I did not have an efficient method of managing my study. My method of the time would consist of purely completing work within the class and study-free periods. I would seldom use my free time for study as I completed my uni studies during the COVID-19 period. I would do the bare minimum that was required of me. My ineffective study methods alongside lockdown periods negatively impacted the way I managed my study, which ultimately impacted my development and results. So let's talk about how I currently manage my study. The way I currently manage my study with the busy schedule I have involves through planning and prioritization. My method of planning and prioritization involves a small reflection of what needs to be done at the start of each and every session. Firstly, I reflect on what work or goal did not get completed in the previous session. Then I prioritize this as the first task I should complete. This allows me to not fall behind on anything and stay organized. I strive to make sure that any incomplete work or goals are done, as this would put me at a significant disadvantage with my learning. For example, in my microeconomics course this semester, I usually read the weekly textbook chapter and take handwritten notes. If I'm unable to finish the chapter in the week, I'll prioritize finishing it in the next session and set some extra time to complete this, as this course has tutorial questions. I use this as a deadline. If I had not completed the questions, this would put me at a disadvantage with my learning, and I wouldn't understand the concepts being taught. The second step I do is create short and obtainable study goals. Setting these goals assist in guiding the direction I would like to take my study in. They allow me to focus on my tasks and increase the productivity of my study without any distractions. Furthermore, it provides me a metric in which I can track my study. It gives me a sense of where my learning is at and allows me to pinpoint where I need to put my focus in, especially if my goals aren't being met. For example, when studying an accounting course in my first semester of 2023, we were learning about cash flows and the cash flow statement. I made goals such as reading the textbook chapter and attempting the subsequent textbook questions. This method helped guide my study session and helped me understand the course content. This contributed to obtaining a good result at the end of the course, which was my overarching goal. The third step in managing my study is that at the end of my study session, I reflect on the work I have just done so I can fully understand the content I may have just learned. This assists in seeing where I'm up to, and it also gives me a chance to reflect on any aspects I do not fully understand. I usually keep a mental note and emphasize this for the next time. These steps allow me to successfully manage my study. However, there is always room for improvement. Something I would like to adapt in the future is the use of a diary. This would allow me to jot down ideas and truly plan out my day or week out. I think I would also further develop from speaking with the academic skills team at the university. They would be able to give me some expert advice on my current techniques, and they would also help me establish more effective study habits. Thank you.